Okay, before I actually get into this video, I want to stop and talk a second. And I want to back up to my last video where I talked about what was going to happen between the 15th and the 17th. And it hit me pretty hard. My kitchen flooded. And what should have been a very easy fix, the little seal on my drain went out. You just take the drain out, replace the seal, and put it back in. And all under my cabinets was flooded. My entire kitchen was flooded. And I couldn't use my sink for a few days till the landlord finally sent the lawn boy to fix my sink. And he's not even a good lawn boy, much less a plumber. My landlord pays people that owe him money to work for him, so he could slave labor it off of them. So they're not really qualified to do what he sends them to do. Anyway, it ended up being a huge mess to where my kitchen was shut down the entire day. The month before, the electricity went out in my kitchen. So, and I had cords running everywhere till he finally had to hire an electrician to come out and do it. So it's been a bit of a crazy around here. But worse than that is what's been going on with the animals. And I'm curious as to, have any of you noticed it? For about the past 5 or 6 weeks now, it has been insane here. Kelly has been almost unmanageable. She's not sleeping. She's eating. She's pacing. She's panting. She seems real stressed out. She lays in the doorway, so I literally cannot shut the doors. I'm not allowed to shut doors. I'm not allowed to do a lot of things because she is not dealing with it. Plus the storms that roll through here and her panic attacks. But it's been like one long panic attack for the last month, to where I have been stressed out to no end, worried for her how much, if it's doing this to me, I can imagine what it's doing to her. Next door, the dog had some puppies, and they kept 2 of them. And they literally start barking at midnight, at dark, and do not stop until the sun comes up. And this is every single night. And it's insane. We've been literally going out of our mind around here. All the cats have been acting weird, and all of the females disappeared in one day. And they all went and gave birth and came back hungry as crap the next day. But they all delivered on the same day. And this is all really odd to me. And I've just been putting up with it. But the craziest thing about it is, it all ended today. I'm sitting here, I should be working right now, but I got bumped last Thursday into Friday morning. I got bumped off the server, and it's happened to me again this week. I might have to change my work days, because last week it cost me 6 hours, and this one it's going to cost me over 7 hours that I'm losing and literally can't make up, because it's the end of the work week. I don't have an extra day to where I can go in and harvest those hours out. And I'm only allowed 36 hours a week, so they don't have to pay us benefits. Anyway, today, Kelly's been asleep now. She's never slept this long. And she's never been in my room and not left this long. She's no longer monitoring the door. She's actually in her bed. She's quiet. She's not panting. And she's sleeping hard. And I'm thankful for her. I'm thankful for me. The dogs next door are not barking. The cats are not fighting. What a relief. Now, let me speak her name and she gets up. Okay, let me go deal with her. I've been waiting on this for hours now to let her outside. I assume my talking has woken her up, which is good. She really needed to get up. She's been asleep for a long, long time now. And I'm happy for her, and I'm happy for me, because I loop with her emotionally. Both of us are like empaths. So if she's stressed out, I feel it, loop it back to her, and vice versa. And it just escalates. It's really a bad combination, but it is what it is. So I'm happy for both of us. So whatever it was is going on, with the animals. It's been over 5 weeks now. It ended about 8 hours ago, and I am so grateful. It has literally, I about lost my mind. At times I just wanted to pull my hair out because there was no calm. There was no peace. Cats screaming bloody murder, fighting, and dogs barking constantly, nonstop, with every breath for hours on end. And if you're used to it, it's one thing. But it's usually quiet around here like it is right now. The whole neighborhood is silent. And I am so thankful. You just don't know. It's on the top of my what I'm grateful for list today. I'm grateful for the silence. There's no trains and no major traffic out on the road. It's like everything just stopped. Here comes Miss Kelly. I need to find a way to get her to the vet to get her nails clipped. And today, I think we have I run up on a new groomer here in Atoka. I'm going to see if they can't do a house call for me, regardless of what it costs, because there's no way I can walk her to the vet. I don't think either one of us are capable of doing that, and it's not really that far. Alright, I want to get into this video now, because there's a lot going on. It is May the 8th, early in the wee hours of Friday morning. And the most prevalent thing on the whole chart, I'm doing it in the Arabic today, is that concerns me mostly, is when you have Mercury in Aries. I call this the fire-breathing dragon, because Mercury is your throat chakra, and it's your words. What you speak comes from your heart and your mind. And when it's in this fire right here, you could literally take your words and burn somebody to the ground, especially with the sun there activating it. Now, Mercury is in a position of its combust of the sun. It's within 10 degrees, even though it's in a separate decan, it's still combust. So that's crazy words, hurtful words being spoken, but the combustion suppresses that. It's like an outside force other than yourself that is restraining those words. So there's a bit of a restraint there against it, which is good, because when Mercury is here, we tend to say things that we regret later. So my advice when Mercury is in Aries, or any of the fire sign, but especially cardinal fire, be careful what you say. Choose your words carefully and with intent. Because once you say something, you can't take it back. Sorry doesn't help. It doesn't erase it. It doesn't make it never happen. Once things happen, that's the way it is. Mars, the ruler of Aries, still emotionally unstable, getting ready to move into Taurus. Into Aries, its own house. But it's still on that mutable cross, which when you got this right here triggering that Mercury, your emotions triggering you, then it can happen. Saturn still wreaking havoc in Pisces on the mutable cross, wreaking havoc on the whole cross, on everybody that's on that cross. Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, Pisces. The masks are coming off. People are being revealed for who and what they truly are. You can't hide it anymore. I guess it's more like people let their mask slip, and we're just able to see through it. And it's revealing the truth of this illusion and delusion that occurs here in mutable water. We have Pluto retrograde again. The moon moving into Capricorn today with a retrograde Pluto. Venus saving grace, as always, in Taurus. And everybody loves being in Taurus. It's on that fixed cross. It's stable. It's grounded. It's everything good. but not to the extreme. Because it's on the fixed cross, it's like in the middle. So it's not exalted, but it's also not diminished. So it's just a good place. It's a good place for business and home and saving and future and work. So if anybody got a job while Venus was in Taurus, you would love your job. This is the heart chakra in the earth. The heart chakra rules Libra, the most high of heaven, and fixed earth. So our hearts are divided between heaven and earth. And here, this is a love of nature, a love of creation itself, really. Sorry, lost my train of thought. I had to pause for Kelly real quick. Oh, love of earth, love of things, all things nature, which I'm really loving right now because it's so quiet out there, and I haven't had silence in weeks. Jupiter in Gemini, getting ready to move over into Cancer very soon. I don't think Jupiter's retrograde right now. No. I don't think anything is retrograde right now but Pluto. Yeah, we're good. All the major planets are moving forward. You have that Uranus here in Taurus as well, which is your conscious mind. So our conscious mind is focused on things of the heart, which is very good. It's this, again, the saving grace right here with what's going on between Mars, Mercury, fire, and water, which is just chaotic water and the fire of the phoenix, right? It'll burn you slap to the ground. Remember, Aries is cardinal fire, and what it does is it either purifies you or it burns you to the ground, and you have to become the phoenix out of the ashes. You have to completely reinvent yourself. Rebrand, that's what they call it these days. Jupiter in the house of branding. This is all about branding. In the house of the twins. Right now it is... Can I move this thing right here? No, I can't. And I can't see behind it. It's blocked me. That's weird. Okay, I'm still getting used to this recorder. This is only the, second or third time I've used it. Let go. There you go. There's not a whole lot else going on. I'll do a separate video, probably tomorrow, on Chakra Man. I want to use the other 15-minute recorder to do that and just separate it. That way I can use the pen on it and we can get a better visual comprehension of it. I just wanted to go through with what all's going on right now and what to expect. Jupiter being benevolent on that mutable cross because he rules it. Okay, I've got the great moon coming into my house today. So this is when the moon moves into your birth house. That's when your spinal fluid reaches the solar plexus point of the chakras, and it sits there for 2.5 days while the moon is in your sign and recharges. So when the moon is in your house, you shouldn't, I'm just going to be blunt, we're all adults here, you shouldn't have an orgasm. You need to save that life force energy so that it can move on up the spine. Now, we have come into May, and May is a very auspicious time for us, for the elites, with a lot of factors involved, especially for elite rituals. They love May, and it's not because of Taurus, it's because of opposite of Taurus, which is Scorpio. They venerate the stars at night. You always have to look at the opposite. Those are daytime. but astrology works at night. So everything in Taurus is mirrored here in Scorpio. Everything that's going on in Pisces is being mirrored here in Virgo. And everything that's going on in Gemini is being mirrored here in Sagittarius. And that's where everything is pretty bunched up right now. Is between, we have Neptune, Saturn, Mars, then Mercury, Sun, then Uranus, Venus, and Jupiter. And they're all just bunched up right here. Finally starting to spread out. But when you have everything trapped on one side of the circle here, with the Milky Way traveling right through here, then you can see it can get too much. Kind of like what I've been going through the past 5 or 6 weeks. Too much of everything. Just nothing shut down. It was freaking me out that Kelly was not sleeping. And I mean none. It was a constant 24-hour a day. I don't see how she did it. I don't see how her old, tired, cancer-ridden body actually survived that. Because I almost didn't. But earlier when she decided to collapse, I jumped right in and I took a nap before I had to get up and go to work. And I feel much better. And when I got up and no cats are screaming and no dogs are barking and she's still sleeping, I can't tell you how thankful I am. I'm curious. Have any of you had any of these experiences? Are your animals freaking out? Are you freaking out? Because it's about pushed me over the edge. And I can't tell you how pleased I am today. It was like a major shift for me. I even had one day there to where everything was so heavy, I felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds. It was almost hard to move, hard to breathe. I just felt heavy. I don't have another word to describe what that feeling was. And as a matter of fact, it was last Friday. I've only taken a couple of days off in weeks. And that's only been because I've had company. And so I'm working a 4-day work week right now. But I take the other 3 days for just gig work. So I can pick up extra money on the side. $5 here, $10 there, $3 here. Just doing little different stuff online. Don't pay much, but it adds up. And grocery money is grocery money, no matter where it comes from. All right, let's swap this back over to a visual you're all comfortable with. I hope if I've been using this Arabic long enough, you'll become more comfortable with it, because it is visually more accurate than what we're given in the Greco-Roman. And take a look at it, especially right through here. I love where the heart chakra is today. And I feel light as a feather today compared to how I have felt in the past few weeks. It has been unbearable. I was at the point of just snapping, to where somebody needs fixing to break out the straitjacket because I'm losing my shit. But thankfully, I feel like it's over now. And I'm grateful for that. Again, Mars emotionally unstable. I seem to be okay with this. I don't have a lot of water in my chart at all. Most of mine are air and earth. I have Jupiter here in Pisces and Mercury in Sagittarius and fire. Other than that, everything else I have is in earth and water. I'm in earth and air. What else can I offer you to help you here? The heart chakra, really. Being grateful. Just utterly being grateful for even the little things. I think it's more important to be grateful for the smaller things than it is the big ones. It's of more value. Everybody's grateful for the big things. Everybody. But to be grateful for the small things, those are the real, what I call brownie points. And you know, some people don't even believe in karma, and that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to believe in God either, but it's real. The gods, there's more than one. And to me, gods are just titles. They're not the creator. They're not the source of life, the source of consciousness. They are a product of it. They too are created beings, or created energies, frequencies, like all of us are. But indeed, they are not the source. They're not the creator. Although they do create. When you have earth, water, air, and fire, all things are created out of that. All things in this reality anyway. So, stay in the heart chakra. Watch what you say. Choose your words carefully here, because you can't take them back. Keep your emotions in check. And especially with Saturn here, I would always defer your emotions to the crown chakra, to Saturn. Always shift it over. And it's not about what you think, what you feel. And the funny thing about the crown chakra, it's very stoic. It's literally opposite of the root chakra, which is Mars. Saturn ruling the crown in purple, and Mars ruling the root in red. And here they both are in mutable water. And neither one of them rule on the mutable cross. That strictly belongs to Jupiter and Mercury. So they're in Jupiter's house of one, religion, groupthink, group manifestation, illusion, delusion, and they're there with the imagination, Neptune. And you know what happens when we get our imaginations tied up with our emotions? Things can get crazy, and you can say Mercury and Aries, some stupid shit. That's what we all do when that happens. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. I'd like to keep it kind of short, because I do want to do another video on the other recorder with Chakra Man. But I am curious as to how you guys ventured through the 15th to 17th. I ended up with a brand new sink. The idiot took a hammer to a stainless steel sink trying to remove the drain and warped the whole thing. There was no going back. And it's a completely botched job. Even what I have in there now, I still have a leak. I have a bucket under there. Brand new sink with a leak. And I don't even want to tell my landlord, because he's just going to send the same idiot back over here. And it'll be another wasted day, and my kitchen will be destroyed all over again. And I just don't want to go through it. I'd rather just empty the damn bucket than to have to put up with what I call incompetence. My landlord's getting old. He's too old and he's too greedy. And that's never a good combination. You can't take it with you. Of course, I think the casino ends up with most of his these days. I really don't understand people with gambling habits, but I guess it's like an addiction like any other. My neighbor, they seem to kind of have that problem. They spend a lot of time at the casinos. I wasn't aware of that. I just recently learned that no wonder they're struggling when they have two incomes, two great incomes, and they seem to be struggling just as hard as I am. And I wasn't aware until recently that they like to go to the casino. Me, I can't do it. I am too damn frugal to put a quarter in a slot machine, much less these days. They want $20 and $100 bills. It's just not fun. To me, it's stressful. Who needs that kind of stress? It's just not fun. I don't consider it entertainment. I imagine it is if you win, or if you win big, but the house always wins. In the long run, you're not going to win. You're better off playing for matchsticks, and then it's entertainment. Then it's fun. Then you're just enjoying the game. And life is a game, really, in a way. And it ain't about winning or losing. It's about finishing. It's about finishing the game. We've all come here to learn. We've all come here to expand our consciousness. It's my personal belief, I don't have any evidence of this, that coming into this life, the whole purpose is, it's the chicken and the egg story. We're manifesting a light body. Me remembering before I came into this body that we didn't have bodies. We're just like these little fireflies, these little lights, and blinking around everywhere in this little group. Again, like fireflies, but we're kind of this blue-white color. And we're here to manifest a light body. And the body that we're in, it's like the eggshell. It's just a shell for our consciousness. And we manifest a light body. Or at least I did. I hear a lot of people that have near-death experiences that when they come out of their body, again, they see themselves as just a little light. They don't have a body, which kind of freaked me out for a long time till I realized, well, I think that's the whole purpose of opening the third eye. It manifests the light body. If thine eye be single, thy whole body, thy entire body, will be filled with light. Right now, the light is just in the cave in the mind. It's just a little light. If you've ever seen SpongeBob SquarePants, they have the guy that's trying to steal the Krabby Patty recipe. And he's like this little one-eyed thing that runs around inside this robot. I can't remember his name. It's been decades since I've seen SpongeBob. But that's kind of how it is. You're just this little bitty light inside this dark cave in the mind. And when you open that third eye, then you manifest the whole light body. The whole body is filled with light. Matthew, King James Version. But if thine eye be single, the whole body will be filled with light. But if thine eye be dark, woe, how great is that darkness. And you don't get the light body. You come out as just, again, the firefly. And to do that, back over here, you need that spinal fluid, that Kundalini serpentine energy to travel up the spine. So when that moon comes into your house, and it's the solar house because it's the solar plexus, then you need to not have orgasms. So those of you who are in Sagittarius, you'll have to wait till next month. But every month, everybody gets 2.5 days that moon is in your house, and that you should preserve that energy. There's an old old script called, and there's several versions of it. I've pretty much seen all of them between the Masonic books I had in that trunk and occult.biz, called Aberline the Mage. And it has to do with what they're called meeting your guardian angel. I would call it opening your third eye. But it's a ritual laid out on how to do this. And the way they do it, it took 9 months. Which, shocking to me, it shouldn't take that long at all. If you have the willpower, it can be done instantly. Because it's just a matter of not accepting less. I wanted out of the body. I was chasing death. It happens to everybody when you die. When you die, that is going to trigger that third eye. And it's going to be attached to one of your other chakras that's ruling you at that time. And you want it to be in the heart chakra or the throat chakra or the crown chakra. Because if it's in the lower chakras of water and fire, we're all just going to end up back in mutable water or mutable fire, more than likely. I can't see us advancing further. We're about the lowest point that you can get, and that's Pisces. On the scale of the elements, the mutable cross is at the bottom, and water's at the bottom. Fire's over it, earth is over that, and air is on top. So we're literally in the lowest part of creation and consciousness. We're in the most unstable constellation there is. It's completely unstable, and it's chaotic. It's chaos. I can see why chaos magic is prevalent, especially now. You know, I've been meaning, my time is so limited lately. I feel like I'm doing nothing but working. I want to do a video on AI because I want to talk to you about it. I'm not going to do it in this one. Probably my next long video after the Chakra Man, I'm going to talk to you about AI because I have a lot to say about it. I haven't actually played with it at all. I'm not interested in it because I see it for what it is. And it's no different. It's literally no different than Google search. It's really not. It's just you interact with it in a different way. It's still locking you into an algorithm. It's still telling you what it wants you to hear or what it thinks you want to hear. It lies. It's just, I see no benefit from it. All it's going to do is make stupid people more stupid. It's not going to help consciousness at all. AI has no benefit where consciousness or intelligence is concerned. It's going to make you dumber. It already is. It's already doing it to people. And the thing I hate about it the most is all these damn data centers that's running up our utilities. We're paying for that whether you use it or not, just by existing in an area that has a damn data center. I can't wait to get out of here. I am desperately, I need a new vehicle. I want to move. There's so much, and I'm struggling. And people are losing their jobs left and right these days, especially online work. It's like they're consuming it all. You know, I've had 2 jobs in the past that I lost that have contacted me in about the last couple of months that their AI is not working out. These companies are losing their ass by getting rid of humans, thinking AI can replace them and do a better job, and they're not. They're not. And I imagine a few companies are going to fold, but right now I have a job that it's good for 3 to 5 years. It's a project job, so I'm sticking with it. I am not going to bail on it. It ain't the best paying job, but it's guaranteed. And right now, with as many jobs as I've lost online just from AI replacing shit, I am thankful to have it. It's monotonous work, but I'm just basically what you would call cataloging, building a library. Kind of a Dewey Decimal System, I assume, for AI. They haven't told us that, but we're just cataloging. All right, people. I have 4 mothers, 4 cats that are now mothers, and I'm looking for 4 people who might consider sponsoring the mothers, because they're going to need a little extra. I just feed all the cats the dry cat food now. I'll move to kitten food when they come along in a couple of months, but I always try to give the mothers a supplement besides just the dry food, because they need to make milk. So if 4 of you would be interested in helping to sponsor a mama cat for 2 months. That's about how long they nurse them, for about 6 to 8 weeks. You can just drop something in PayPal or my mailbox or Venmo and put on there that it's for the cats. And really appreciate it, and they would appreciate it too. You know, last year we lost all of our litters. It was just, none of them survived. I think out of about 50 cats, kittens, that we might have had 5 survive, maximum. 3 that I know of, but some came from up the street. But this year it seems to be better. But it freaked me out that they all disappeared and delivered on the same day. Again, I am really curious as to what's going on with your animals. Do let me know. Alright, people, you know what to do. You commit those random acts of kindness. I'm telling you, I call it banking karma. And karma might be a turtle, but the turtle always finishes the race. It'll always come around. It might be slow, but the turtle lives a long time and it gets where it's going. And a turtle is a very determined species, by the way. Once they set their mind to something, they will get it done. All right. If my videos have helped you, won't you please help me keep them coming to you? And I want to thank the people that donated for the last video. I appreciate you more than you know. I am grateful for you beyond the expression of gratitude. There's not even a word for it. I even got one in the mail. So, thank you so much. You're what keeps this channel going. You know, I get a lot of thank yous in the comment section. And you need to thank the people that donated to this channel. Is who you need to thank. They're the ones that make it possible for me to do this. And I appreciate all of you, but especially those who have the ability to make a donation, because not everybody does. I know that most of you are in the same boat I am. You're struggling from paycheck to paycheck. And if you're on a fixed income, please don't send me anything, not even $1, nothing. I understand what fixed income is, and I know how hard it is to make ends meet. But, you know, some people are more fortunate than the rest of us. And when they're able to give, I try to give back, pay forward, pass it along. I don't just hoard it all. A lot of what I get goes to either my bills, food, or the cats. And Miss Kelly. All right. Thankful Miss Kelly's resting. All right, people. See you on Chakra Man. Hopefully sometime later today.